cherished. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In Him we trust. Shout it, sing it. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes. Our prayer shall be known day and night. Say them always. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. No star shines.
Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are on the face of this very planet Earth. Once again, we welcome you to Radio Biafra, live, uninterrupted transmission from the bosom of Biafra land on this very day, the second day of December, the very last month in the year of our Lord 2014, with the time now standing at approximately 2.5 minutes past 8 p.m. here, 2.5 minutes past 7 p.m. in the United Kingdom, the same number of minutes past the top of the hour, wherever you are on this very earth. We welcome you to our PM edition, our live unedited edition, to continue as we promised you the very ceaseless, unadulterated, unrelenting propagation of the gospel of the restoration of the Republic of Biafra. That is why we are here, and that is why Biafra will come. This Biafra will not just come, it will do so in absolute truth and honesty, that shame may befall devil and all of his associates. As we are broadcasting today, we are also reporting that ZJB Radio in Montserrat is also broadcasting Radio Biafra as well. Those of you with difficulties as to how you can access Radio Biafra, if you go to Radio Biafra London on Facebook, you'll be able to see the link. And I'm also informing Ofoma to ensure that all the admins on radiobiafra.co will copy and make this link available to our people there. That on ZJB Radio in Montserrat, there also there is Radio Biafra, because we are formidable, because we are incredibly resilient. People all around the world latch on to this very gospel. They come to us, they link up to Radio Biafra even without us prompting them. We just don't say things, we make them happen. The world is listening when we say we must focus like a laser beam on everything Biafra. That is exactly what we are going to do. ZJB Radio in Montserrat is not just there to maybe perhaps entertain people with gossip and innuendo and meaningless character assassinations. They are there to preach to the people of Montserrat, if at all any still exists after the volcano, that there is this voice proclaiming the coming of the kingdom of heaven upon the face of the earth. Our land is awful, it is decaying, it is very, very bad, it is unpalatable. But regardless of the condition we find this place in, we are going to rebuild it. We will not rebuild it under the governance of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We shall do so under this very place that Chukwa Abiyama determined that we must inherit. That is why, irrespective of where you are, where you're listening from, north to south, east to west, across the entire time zones upon the face of this very earth, in every continent, in every country, in every city, in every town, every village, every hamlet, every clan, anywhere that you are, as long as you have access to CHK 97.6 in Iguacha for now, but we are continuing to spread it, hopefully before the end of this very week. Olo, Nkwere, Owere, Mbano, Mbise will also be on FM as well. We are working very hard. That is our job. That is what we are here to do. And we are going to do it because Chukwa Abiyama decided that we must come. Only him called us to come and not man. That is why anything we touch turns into gold. Nobody can do what we are doing. They cannot do it. Nobody can do what we are doing because Chukwa Abiyama's grace is upon all our handiwork. That is why we say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. The good Biafrans, I mean, in the far eastern part of the world, because there are too many fake people. Too many fake people. Even in this very effort, we have seen all of them. There are people in the human about for those of them that will never appreciate anything good, even though they themselves cannot do it. We are talking about those who are genuine, those who are bona fide Biafrans, those of them who are honest, those of them who are sincere, those of them who apply themselves very vigorously to this very noble task, that the will of the Almighty God may prevail upon our lives. That is why we are here, and I must welcome you, especially to all our new listeners, especially those listening to ZJB Radio Montserrat, which the link is on Radio Biafra. We don't ask people to pick up Radio Biafra, they do it on their own. The reason why they do this is because we have a cult following. We have people who are dedicated to Radio Biafra. We have those that have received healing by listening to this very message of truth. We speak the truth here. We can clip was published to debunk every rubbish being propagated, because now I know why Chukwa Abiyama removed those of them that he removed, because they cannot reason properly. They are HHJ. They cannot think properly. And in that very audio clip, which I said I will not respond to, but have been compelled to respond to, it is very, very clear and abundantly evident that none of the nonsense they were saying actually transpired. Don't you know that Chukwa Abiyama is great? In their foolishness, they posted it. Oh, I can't see you can be so evil to the point whereby you poison yourself without knowing it. That is what they have done. Everything. And I say to people, anybody dealing with these turncoats and informants are working for the zoo. All of you are working for Nigeria. You pretend you are Biafrans, oh, we are doing freedom fighting, but in essence, you are informants for the zoo. You want to make money, or you're making money by selling information to Nigerian government. You make money by selling what we are doing to those of them who think they can destroy us. I challenge anybody to try and see if you can pull us down. You are dreaming in cloud. You are deranged, mentally insane, not fit to be referenced. People that we paid money to, gave cars to. Chuka Bosa doesn't talk. Husito Keke doesn't speak. They have a car, they have a flat. KCP Nyago, the talkative idiot behind the scenes, ill-educated, ill-disciplined. You have my father's car, which you are cruising all over the place with. You have never driven a car in your life before. You were being paid. I paid you every blessed month. I stopped paying you the moment you instigated the women to stop or to attempt to stop Iberibe. You think you can stop what you're doing? You are mad. You can't do it. Nobody can. Nobody born of woman can. Amateur blackmailers. You are new in the game. You have not learned anything yet. Today, the audio clip was released. It was made very clear that I never sent anybody to kill anybody. Made very clear that this woman came to me crying, pretending she fainted. Pretending she was crying, pretending she wanted to stay close to me, all in a bid to try to steal my phones, all in a bid to extract information to sell to Nigeria. Very, very sad indeed. Somebody who called Nigerian police is an informant. In every serious freedom fighting outfit in the world, nobody will speak to her ever again. But you see, Igbo people, they lack honor. They don't have any shame. Therefore, some idiots who are fathered by Hausa Fulani people will still even dream of speaking to her. Some people are not just worthy. That is all I have to say about that. I paid them. Are they denying it? The transfers I made. Have I ever asked Rita Nebogo to, for once, give me account of the money that she collects from Biafrans all over the world? Because I am somebody that when I trust you completely and totally. I don't take anything back. I have no reason to ask, because I believe we are all fighting for the same thing. Nothing was given to me. They have stolen our computers at the office. They have more or less sequestrated. They have stolen our properties and our cars belonging to the Biafran family all over the world, IPOB, under my direct command. These people are not worth the time and the space we allocated to them. In the next few weeks, we will be able to deal with this very matter in a very concise form. I know what I'm waiting for. There is something called hubris. They will play that very card, and then we move in for the kill. That's what we're waiting for. They know it. They know that we know what we are waiting for. We must move on. Some people are not worthy to be called freedom fighters. Some people were never born to do freedom fighting. Some people were born with bags and bags of envy, jealousy, and greed, and that is what will kill them. I can't see how you go on, and they cannot survive from it. This is Radio Biafra. Welcome you wherever you are. If you are in any doubt and you want to listen to an audio tape, you go and listen to your heart's content. But I ask you to listen to those clips with a dose of common sense. You'll be able to reason. When somebody says something is red and you find out that thing is blue, that person is a liar. You can never again trust anything they say. That is the golden rule. If you want to be honest and consistent in all that you do, that is why nobody can come here and say we have ever told a lie before, because we cannot lie. We cannot. We are above lies. We are above corruption. That is why we are incorruptible, whiter than white itself and whiter than snow. What we have done, nobody can do it. If you go there, you will see it. ZJB Radio Montserrat. Nobody can. You can hear me. You can't do it. Wazirike fell by the wayside because he was a charlatan. All charlatans fall because Biafra is the spirit. Biafra wabakobo. You can't carry it unless your hands are clean. Go and ask anybody, they will tell you. How do you think that ZJB Radio Montserrat will carry this very news? Has anybody done that before in your life? Has anybody ever placed Biafra on satellite before in your life? Has anybody ever before placed Biafra on FM before? Has anybody ever granted any worthwhile interview to a foreign media up until this very moment? Nobody. Only IPOB under my direct command. No other person can. Can't do it. Think it's easy. No, you can't. If you are hungry, you go and look for work to do. Anybody thinking that coming to Biafra somehow you start to make money, you are mad. You are insane. Biafra is a sacred calling. Sacred calling. Very ancient and consistent. It doesn't change over time. It never ever changes. One mistake and you live to regret it all your life. We are whiter than snow. You can twist the truth all you like from version 1 to version 100. Nothing changes. It's the same thing. How are they now feeling after an idiot proclaimed that he took my funds from me? But it's now very clear that it was stolen, wasn't it? After feigning that they have fainted. These are people who lack honor and decency. People without employment, we give employment to. They have never worked for in their lives. Never, cannot afford to pay for one single room in Malaysia. Insubordination brought about by abuse of hard drugs. That is what it does to your lives. I told him you must stop smoking marijuana because your brain can't take it. I know it can't. Look at where it landed them today. Very, very shameful indeed. This is Radio Biafra must continue. Our work is relentless. You cross our path and we bind you into the dust. Our guys, are you going to? Who is going to stop Okonyo? You are all police informants working for the zoo. Oh, I'm crying for my country. When you are crying for your purse and your handbag, you are expecting to be filled with money from the zoo government. You ran to Nigerian police for me. You went to Nigerian police, you and Nigerian police on the streets of Enugu, the sacred capital of Biafra land, trying to stop what we are doing. You are a daughter of Satan. A daughter of Satan. This is Radio Biafra. We must continue. I bring you our news headlines, and as soon as the barrister is able to join me, I will bring him to you. There is a card, a hand I want them to play. Once they play it, then we're moving for the kill. One hand, so for her. To play. We are waiting for them. I'm waiting for them. You think Biafra is something you can toy about with and get away with it? No, you can't. You will always fall because Chukwa Abiyama is God. I can't say Abanyagohon. Anybody with common sense, go and listen to the audio clips that they have been posting. You will see very clearly. Oh, I have the key to the transmitter. I saw it, but it is not. What rubbish are you talking about? This is well okay. Are you well at all? You have the key. Can't you open it? This is Radio Biafra. One chance robbers on the prowl in Enugu, a very apt and befitting headline this very evening. The thing about one chance armed robbery is that they prey on your confidence. Black people in Africa don't know the meaning of trust. That is why they are poor. I have said this sometimes when I preach on this platform, people don't quite understand what we are saying. I say that everything in life is hinged on trust. If you ask me, I will tell you. If you go tomorrow and say that UBA Bank is about to be liquidated, you will see people queuing in front of UBA to take out their money from the bank. Confidence in that very bank will fall so low that people will no longer be able to trust it. That is the meaning of trust and confidence. The reason why every air crash in the world is investigated and America is always in front of every effort to investigate air crashes because they have Boeing that make aircraft. Even these days, the EUs are also at the forefront of it. Do you know why they always get worried anytime there's an air crash? It is because they don't want the public's confidence in the safety of air travel to be jeopardized. Why? Because if you don't fly, they cannot, there'll be no airport tax to be levied. That very industry will crumble. People will be out of their jobs. Now you're beginning to follow, isn't it? Trust is at the heart of everything that we do here. Trust. You want to Wasiobi. You trust people and they betray you. Not just to betray you. The same thing was Rike did to go and call Nigeria police. That's how you know them. That's how you know them. Betrayers to the core, to the bone. Everything that comes out of their mouth are lies. Okuasi, lies and deceit. Treachery. Fake love. That's what they give. Fake in every way. Acting. Let us act and see what may come out of it. One chance robbers on the prowl in Enugu. We can never play with your confidence and trust in us. I declare that openly before heaven and before earth. There is no way we will not get Biafra. I am here on the ground. We are here because Chukwu Abiyama is God. One chance robbers on the prowl in Enugu. Netanyahu sees the son off to join the IDF. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin, that's the correct pronunciation, Netanyahu, is seeing the son off into the military. Can Jonathan do that? The answer is no. How about Buhari or Tambuwal? How about Ojus Okalo? How about Okorocha? Can they do that? The answer is no. There is no honor here. He's a sitting Prime Minister. The son is not in a Swiss school or in a private school in the United States of America. This boy is not in a private school anywhere around the world. He is in Israel serving his country in the army. Netanyahu's son could be killed. It doesn't matter because patriotism means I love my country more than I love myself. I will sacrifice anything for my country. That's the meaning of patriotism. Not I will run to the police and tell them, you are a police informant. Police informant. People saw you with their two eyes. With leading Nigerian police. Oh, Arueme. I will never call the zoo police for any of you or any of their people for you. Those that led me to the office because they said they wanted peace. They wanted peace. And I, being a very peaceful person, which some people misconstrue for something else, did not quite appreciate, did not quite understand the essence of it. I will not go any further. I presume in the right sense which I feel I should possess to make this very proclamation that the very eminent Barrister Nathan Atlaw is with me, Barrister Mambezu, all the way from London. I am going over to the line to ask this very barrister to confirm his presence to the entirety of humanity and in particular to die-hard Biafrans all over the world, please.
Good evening, Director Owa Nabekano.
Thank you, Barrister. You're kind. You are very kind.
Director, may your days be longer.
And yours as well.
May all you do be blessed by Yama.
You say?
May you fulfill all that you have set to do. And may all your household benefit from your hard works. River up, down, sideways, in the middle, behind, central, in front. May you be glorified in everything, Director.
The same, and you too.
Wherever you are, east, west, north, or south, we bring you our news every evening, every morning. If we cannot bring you to you, we put music. We cherish the opportunity to serve our people in truth and in honesty. And of course, there are some of us who are not singing the same song as we do. But we ask Chukwu Abiyama to see us through this journey so that our time is not being wasted by detractors and those who do not want us to bring about the restoration of Biafra. Chukwu Abiyama must be merciful to our people who are killed every day in the north, also within us. We ask all of you, wherever you are, to focus your attention on the restoration of Biafra. Do your best, bring out your ability, and bring out your sense of humility, sense of respect, sense of responsibilities for mankind, so that Biafra will be restored at the end of all this struggle. May all of you be glorified at the end, that you are one of those who brought about the restoration of Biafra. This is my prayer, critical Biafra. Amen. Director, I'm here. Go on with the news. Good evening once again.
Good evening, Barrister. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us. This is Radio Biafra. Wherever you are, we are live, we are direct, and after our news headlines and accompanying news summary presentation, we will, without hesitation, proceed to open up our lines. And when we do so, the number to call will remain +234 805 909 8137. I repeat, +234 805 909 8137. We are also on +44 208 133 9976. I repeat, 0044 or 00944 if you're calling us from the zoo. 208 133 9976. We are also on Skype, Radio Biafra and Radio Biafra 1. And for all principal officers of state, you can access Radio Biafra live transmission for any commentary announcement you may have to make to us via Rapid Response 68. This is Radio Biafra. Once again, my name is Nnamdi Kanu. I happen to be the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over the world. I said all over the world. I happen to be the commander of all her forces, those of them who understand the sense of discipline, sacrifice, and application. And by the same token, the director of Radio Biafra, and by the very special grace of Chukwu Abiyama and not man, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra, I will welcome you. Whilst I continue to present our news headlines this very evening, I was reporting previously that Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, have courageously done something that no African head of state has ever done before, to place their own child before the enemy. An act of supreme courage and sacrifice in the face of abject adversity. That is what I call a man. For those of you who don't know, if you have watched 90 Minutes at Entebbe, go and watch that movie. I make movie recommendations to all of you. Go and watch 90 Minutes at Entebbe. You will see there, the only officer to lose his life is the senior brother of Benjamin Netanyahu. The family have been fighting for their country from day zero. That is how you know men of steel and honor. They did not run to the Arabs for money. They did not go and call Arab police. Freedom fighters. In the morning and on Facebook and on recording in the evening, you are cavorting with the police. Riding in the same car with Nigerian police. In the same vehicle with them. Because, I don't know. We saw you with our two naked eyes, not them say. Riding with Nigerian police, looking for me. Nigerian police. Amazing. Enugu Chief Justice inaugurates panel to probe council boss over 1.7 billion fraud. The wife of Namadi Sambo, the vice president of the zoo, loses family to Kanu blast. Airport crisis. The zoo to lose revenue to Ghana. What is new? We are also reporting today, as we do every blessed day, that Jamaatul Nasri Islam accuses government of Boko Haram failures. That is the Islamic group. And for those of you who were wondering how it is possible for Rita Ebrechukwu to come looking for me with the police, somebody should ask her this very simple question. You came in a Hilux, in a white Hilux van and a saloon car. You went to London Hotel at New Haven. You went to Barcelona. Am I lying? Am I telling the truth? Did you come with Nigeria police to London Hotel, New Haven, in a white Hilux van and a saloon car, or not? That day, if you are very smart, you would have seen. If you got, oh God, how was it possible? At that very moment, I sent Brad Chimezie to go to London Hotel. At that very moment, they could not even notice the car anymore. The same car she was riding in almost all day. And in fact, Brad Chimezie nearly went dumb. I said to him, "You cannot." He said, "What are you talking about?" 2 times. White Hilux. They have bought Hilux. They go settlement from the zoo. Let's go have Hilux. And the saloon car. Araga one day very shortly. I'm waiting for one thing to be done by them. One thing. One. And then they'll be gone forever. One simple thing for them to do. They know what it is. One of the idiots alluded to it earlier today. I'm waiting for them. One single thing. And then their history. Our news in greater detail. Bear that in mind when you ask her. White Hilux van and a saloon car. Yes or no? New Haven in Enugu with Nigerian police. I don't know why people will lend any credence to the words of a police informant. Nigerian police informant. Freedom fighter. One chance on the prowl, or when the Nezoshi, not within Biafra movement. One chance in the Kanaba. You think this is some kind of gimmick? You think we are joking? And anyway, you are insane. You don't know me. You don't know me. Some idiots even wonder how I could have driven at the age of 15. Go and ask those that went to government college. In the Aran and Yoshi, in this maybe, who can't reason properly. As Christmas season approaches, the same way as Biafra is getting closer. Robbers disguised as tricycle operators, otherwise known as keke drivers, have resurfaced in Imo State the same way that people pretending to be freedom fighters. But in their Kanapa, they are everywhere because they know Biafra is coming. This very story today is a mirror image of what is happening in this very movement. There are people who are calling themselves freedom fighters who are in essence poverty-stricken, poverty-driven, very desperate human beings, looking for a way to steal, to cheat, and to pillage. Once you try to stop them, all hell is let loose. But I love it, I welcome it. Do you know why? Because once in a while, I want to test my resolve to see if I have what it takes to lead a bunch of recalcitrant, ungrateful people. Igbo people are naturally ungrateful. That is the way they are. It's in their nature. Nobody can cure them of that disease. Only the grace of Chukwu Abiyama is propelling us forward. One chance, as they are called, one chance, confidence tricksters. They disguise themselves as keke. You think they are normal people plying their trade. You want to help them. You want to go in. You want to pay them money. But they are criminals. The funniest thing about this very place is that once somebody tricks you or cheats you out of something based on the trust you have on them, they think they are smart. Only black people can think that way. Oh, can't you see? I have stolen his funds. Can't you see? I'm smart. One chance, as they are called, wearing a commercial tricycle used by robbers, where the operator and a member of his gang, disguised as driver and passenger, unsuspecting commuters, mostly women who get on such keke, are hypnotized and robbed of all their valuables. The same thing happening in Biafra struggle. I am a freedom fighter. Come in, please come and join me. Let us do this. There is a scheme going on. It will cost 6 million, but if you give me 2 million, I can execute it. Let us do something. It's a franchise. You are playing with the memory of nearly 6 million people dead. Those of them we remembered on the 30th of May, in case you have forgotten. And those of them that we atoned for, in case you have forgotten. We are talking about blood of millions of people. Millions of people. I feel sorry. You know, Jehoshua chose Judas Iscariot. He also told them, woe betide you, they will allow the Son of Man to be betrayed through your hands. Our people should go and reason very, very properly before they say or do anything, because the wrath of Chukwu Abiyama will descend upon them. We are still here in Biafra land, preaching this very gospel, bringing this very wonderful news close to our people. Go to Facebook, you will see there, ZJB Radio, Montserrat. People from faraway places, they acknowledge us. They acknowledge us. They do. Some of the victims of the one chance robbery in Owerri, who spoke of the activities of one chance keke operators, said they were dispossessed of between 85,000 naira to 250,000 naira in addition to other valuables. The new wave of one chance operators in the state, it was gathered, is more rampant on the Imsu Junction, Okigwe Road, Wedru Road, and World Bank axis of the state capital, and acts many attributed to the ember months when people usually go out to make money at all costs for Yuletide celebration. Making money at all costs. The hallmark of very desperate people. I will do anything for money. That is how desperate people operate, and in the process, they will even sink so low as to compromise the faith and the trust you have in them. Betrayal. Betrayal. We continue. After Netanyahu, the youngest son of Israel's prime minister, began his military service in the Israel Defense Forces on Monday after being given a heartfelt send-off by his parents, who came along to see him board the bus. Netanyahu reported for duty at the Ammunition Hill collection point, the main location where new recruits from the capital gathered before being bused to IDF's induction center near Tel Aviv. Proud parents Benjamin and Sarah were on hand to see their son off, as was Avner's older brother, Yair, who had already completed his military service. We are moved just like every mother and father who watched their son go off to the army, Netanyahu said. We are full of pride and naturally worry. Of course, everyone has to worry. Everyone knows this in every home in Israel, and we are no different. I told Avner to take care of the state and to take care of himself. This is from a father to a son. He did not say take care of yourself first. He said take care of Israel first before you take care of yourself. I have been meeting people that take care of their own pocket first before they take care of Biafra, who take care of their own, or is it what they call it, in the morning before they take care of Biafra land. They take care of the needs of the stomach before they take care of their land. I commend the Prime Minister of Israel. That is how things are supposed to be done. You lead from the front. I am here on the ground. I will not ask anybody to do something I will not do. That is why we are here. That's why we are here. Curfew declared in Damaturu. As the military continues its clampdown on the insurgents who attacked Damaturu, the Yobe state capital, on Monday, the state governor Alhaji Ibrahim Gaidam has shut down the town. The governor has imposed a 24-hour curfew on the town while praising the military and security agencies for their gallantry in the battle against the insurgents, some of whom are still believed to be hiding in the capital town. The curfew on Damaturu has made it impossible for people to travel outside Maiduguri, the capital of yet another troubled state, Borno, as the Yobe capital has remained the only route in and out of the birthplace of the deadly Islamic sect. A statement by Malam Abdullahi Bago, the special advisor on press affairs and information to the Yobe state governor, Alhaji Ibrahim Gaidam, emailed to journalists covering the state on Tuesday. They stated that the governor has approved the imposition of a 24-hour curfew in Damaturu, the state capital. Our Wasa people are now feeding on themselves. If this child lives, fine. If the child dies, it's a very bumper meal to have Anybody that's had a hand in the killing of Biafrans, in the killing of innocent children, anybody that's had a hand in the killing of pregnant women who did nothing wrong other than to come from Biafra land. This slaughter has been happening since 1945, intensified between 66 and 1970. Today, you are getting your comeuppance. Today, you are getting the very sweet revenge. Today, Hausa Fulani people are running helter-skelter because of what they did to Biafra. The same way that anybody that rose against us will suffer. They will suffer ingloriously, in pain, and in death they will suffer. We continue. Barrister, are you with me?
Well, I don't think you are streaming outside.
I need to confirm it. Barrister, we are live. We are direct. There are no interruptions from here. I suggest you go to my Facebook page and pick up the link from there. You'll be able to get it. Go to my Facebook page and pick up the link. From here, there are no interruptions. I have not seen any breakages, no red lines. All the lines are blue. I took the call because I knew that you were calling to report something very important. All the same, I am very grateful to you for that. We are all very grateful, Barrister. I suggest to go and pick up the link from my Facebook page. Thank you very much. We continue. Enugu Chief Justice inaugurates panel to probe council boss over 1.7 billion fraud. The Chief Judge of Enugu State, Justice Innocent Umezulike, has inaugurated a 7-man impeachment panel to investigate the chairman of Igweze North Local Government Area, Bonaventure Ono, over alleged misappropriation and embezzlement of local government funds this year, totaling 1.7 billion. The members of the panel are Nestor Ezeme. Why are you probing? How about Sullivan Chime? Have you probed him? How much has he stolen? That is the thing about justice here in Biafra land, which is still part of the zoo. Anyway, because they think like animals from the zoo. Why can't you probe Sullivan Chime? Because he's immune from persecution. But for the council boss, everybody here is a rogue. That is why I said before, any time we want, any day you cite the headquarters of any Biafra movement on Igbo land, on Igbo soil, I've said it before, go back, you see it, they become corrupt and compromised. But we have a cure for it. My own cure is not just prayer, but steadfastness. Anything that I do that isn't to go and get Biafra in truth and honesty, you will kill me. But if my hands are clean, my conscience very clear, you will bless me. I say it openly, that's my prayer. I challenge anybody to say the same prayer in the open. If you're honest, come and say the same prayer in the open. You will die off. You can't say it. Can't say it. I don't go to Arose. I don't believe in it. Chukwa Abiyama is my God. They are probing council people. How about those stealing from the top? How about those of them who are involved in embezzlement and criminality? How about them? How about them? Madness. The wife of Lemadi Sambo, the vice president of the zoo, Amena is her name, is currently in mourning over the loss of her family members during the multiple bomb explosions that besieged Kanu Central Mosque on Friday last week. Sambo's wife, who hails from Kanu, who said to have lost an undisclosed number of relations and friends to the incident that claimed about 120 lives. Touched by her plight, the president's wife, Mrs. Patience Jonathan, on Sunday led wives of some top government officials to pay a condolence visit to Mrs. Sambo at her husband's official residence, Aguda House, inside the presidential villa in Abuja. Amazing. Amazing stuff. There is a breaking news coming in. There is a breaking news yet unconfirmed coming in. I need to know. It's from Empire News. They are reporting this evening. They are saying that I'm not surprised anyway. You know that Chukwu Abiyama is great. The only thing we don't have is funds. I say that anything we say on Radio Biafra is gospel. I don't know how credible this very news is, and I don't think it is credible because it was posted on the 29th, 2014. They said that Pope Francis is planning to step down because he says there is no God. That is what they said. I have come to the conclusion there is no God. We wait to confirm this very news. I wait confirmation of this very news. We don't know yet. It was broken 2 days ago. Nothing has actually happened to lend credence to it. But that will not surprise me. He was seen at the Blue Mosque in Istanbul praying, facing Mecca. Nothing will surprise me anymore. Nothing surprises me. Only Chukwu Abiyama can be God and not man. Sambo's wife, whose plight has touched Mrs. Patience Jonathan, decided to pay her a courtesy visit with the wives of other top government officials. This thing, I try to contrast it with what happens all over the world, in the civilized world, because Africa is not civilized, especially Black Africa. So I sort of wonder now, because before we were civilized and we went through a period of darkness, the dark ages of Africa, when Europeans came here and brought colonization that rendered that. The reason why we are in the mess we are today is because of European intervention. I believe in natural selection. I believe that nature should be allowed to run its course. If it is the will of the Almighty God that Africans should not be able to witness certain aspects of what they now term today as modern advancement, then so be it. So be it, I say. But they came and things have never been the same ever since. Never the same and can never be. Airport prices in the zoo, Nigeria to lose revenue to Ghana. The government of the Zoological Republic will incur tariff losses on goods imported through Murtala Mohammed International Airport if the threat by importers and exporters under the aegis of the Lagos State Shippers Association to divert their cargo to Accra becomes a reality. The planned diversion follows on the heels of the closure of the Nigerian Aviation Handling Company PLC, NACO, and Skyway Aviation Handling Company Limited after a face-off between clearing agents and officers of the Nigerian Customs Service last 2 weeks. This is the problem with the zoo. This is the problem. I can't, sometimes I get tired of these people. I asked Chukwu Abiyama, did you actually make them to be human beings, or were you planning to create animals and all of a sudden a human jumped up in the shape of a Black African? What is wrong with us? Why are custom officers making life difficult for Igbo importers in Lagos? Why is that? If they shut down all this importation, how do you think people can feed and survive? But they don't give a damn. Nobody cares. As long as you sell petrol, as long as you collect the money, you bank it in Swiss bank accounts, or if you're Jonathan, you go all the way to Namibia and stash your money away there. What nonsense is wrong with our people? Black people from Africa. Why are you making life difficult for people who provide employment and put food on the table for families? You're a customs officer. There was no customs before the British came. All are British creation. Customs. In Britain, you go, you take your goods, they tell you, oh, this is how much you pay. You pay, you take it. Why is the zoo different? Why make things difficult for people? What is wrong with the people who are here? What is wrong with them? And only us can change it. Only us can change it. That is why it is very, very important and necessary that all of you reporting to camp must apply yourself because of what has happened. I have read the Riot Act to them. I don't trust anybody anymore because of the betrayal of these people at Enugu. I don't. I have told all our new recruits, you will serve your country with all your heart. Any day you step out of line, you'll be gone. You will be gone for good. And because you're in the military, you'll be judged in the military way as well. And they understood it. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. They are stealing from Igbo people. They are stealing from Biafrans. They come down to Biafra and they take your oil from Okwa. They take your oil from our mama. They go to Aguleri. Your oil is there. They go to everywhere in Biafra and there is oil. They take it. They sell it. They build Abuja. They make Kano look so beautiful. They go and tie every road in Kaduna. Zaria the same thing. If you go to even Sokoto, they are having fun. They are having a wonderful time based on the oil coming from Biafra land. Our lands here are polluted. We cannot plant any crops here. They come on the road. Every 5 meters is a police checkpoint. The same house of Fulani people taking our money. And after all of that, they chase us away. If we trek through the desert and survive and go into Europe, we make some money by doing cleaning, by doing all manner of menial jobs. We try to bring in something to live as human beings. You know what? I was Fulani and Yoruba will be waiting for you at Lagos. Once you land, they take the little you also made abroad, having walked through the desert to travel to Europe. People don't know the mess we are in, do they? No, they don't. That is why they dabble into gossip. They don't know. They don't know. Jamaatul Nasri Islam is the Islamic society. These are the owners of the zoo. This top Islamic body have accused authorities on Sunday of failing to protect citizens from Boko Haram extremists and urged Muslims to take all defensive measures under the law to protect themselves. Biafrans, are you listening? I repeat, to take all defensive measures, arm yourselves. And because some of these people that claim they are former freedom fighters at Enugu, I won't tell you who sent them. Very soon I will tell you. I'm waiting for them. And that the Biafrans, I dare them. Their own people are busy arming themselves, but they are busy trying to discourage other people from funding our effort to acquire arms and weapons to defend our land. Because they are working for Nigeria police and Nigeria government. They are police informants. Once we have arms, they can no longer inform Nigeria police. They cannot tell them anymore. They now concocted all this nonsense using confidence to undermine the confidence of the people so we will not buy arms. Whereas in the Fulani, they are arming themselves. We are busy gossiping when Awasa are arming themselves. We are busy yapping like a bunch of crayfish sellers, which we are anyway, buying and selling. The Jamaatul Islam, the umbrella group for the Muslim community in the zoo called Nigeria, made the statement following the coordinated bomb and gun attacks at the Central Mosque in the northern city of Kano on Friday, which killed at least 120 worshippers. Now, compare and contrast that with the behavior of Ohanese and Christian Association when Nyanya Park bombings happened, not once but twice. Compare and contrast the attitude of Ohanese and their statements when Sabongeri in Kano was bombed. Compare and contrast it with 200 Igbo lives wasted in a social club in Medugri. What did Ohanese say? One Nigeria is a tripod. It's a tripod. If it's nonsense, rubbish. Islam, they are the ones killing our people. They are the ones telling themselves to be armed. They are the ones who are armed in the army. They are the ones who are armed in the police. They are in customs. Everywhere, they're everywhere now. Arms. Shameless idiots with 100 Facebook accounts. No shame, no honor. Only one single person with nothing to do, thinking you can derail a project ordained in heaven. You are insane. Mad people. Mad people. Islam, the same Awasa Fulani people are in the zoo army. The same Awasa Fulani people, they are the ones in the Navy. They are the ones in the Air Force. Armed, they carry guns. They are the ones on the streets of Biafra, and I see them every place, they're carrying guns, harassing people every day. Awasa Fulani. Yet, they are the ones in Boko Haram. They are the ones, even the ones not carrying guns, they are buying guns for them. What are Biafrans doing? Nothing. Oh, do something. Let's carry out one tiny action. That was why you lost in 1970. You were ill prepared. You did not prepare very well. Ojukwu, after spending the father's money, some idiots still come up and say, oh, he did nothing. It wasn't his father's money. Oh, where did he get the money from? Is it your father's money? Envy and greed. Envy and greed and jealousy. Mad people. We continue. Saudi woman arrested for driving to be. Once they bring in Sharia law now, all of you women claiming, of course, only if your mother is from Hausa Fulani, so it won't be something strange to you. They will ban you all from driving. Sharia law, Jamatu al-Islam Nazril, whatever rubbish their name is. They are coming here. It's a tripod. Nigeria is a tripod. It stands on three legs. People talk so much rubbish. It's untrue. Before the British came, what was this place like? Were we at war? The answer is no. How come after the British came, everybody hates everybody else? And yet you pretend. Black people from Africa pretends. You pretend all the time. You keep pretending. And you keep dying as a result of it. Pretends. So it's not a very good thing. A woman who tried to drive in defiance of a ban on women drivers in Saudi Arabia has been arrested after being blocked at the border with the United Arab Emirates for a day. Activists said, along with many users on social media, Saudi Arabia is the only country in the world which does not allow women to drive. I have been at the Saudi border for 24 hours. They don't want to give me my passport, nor will they let me pass, according to this very lady. She said in a tweet, this is what women do. Activism, not using social media to yap and to gossip. Activism, do something constructive. We continue. 33 policemen, 6 soldiers killed. Typical headline in the zoo. This one happened in the same restive Yobe. At least 33 policemen and 6 soldiers are among the casualties of the Monday attack on Damaturu, the Yobe state capital, by Boko Haram insurgents. The nation gathered that the corpses of the policemen and soldiers were brought to the General Sani Abacha Specialist Hospital in Damaturu on Tuesday. Isn't it quite ironic? They said Abacha was a very brutal, very crude dictator, yet they are naming roads after him. They are naming institutions after him. This one is General Sani Abacha Specialist Hospital. And you tell me there isn't something wrong with black people? Black Africa. You said this man is a brutal dictator. Even in Russia, despite everything that Lenin did, once they went back to, I don't know if I will call it, let's call it democracy, even Leningrad was renamed. Every vestige of the former communist presence was removed. They said Sani Abacha was brutal. But I like Sani Abacha. At least he's a true Nigerian. He gave you the wickedness that characterizes an average Nigerian. They are still naming hospitals after him, only in Black Africa. That concludes our news headlines this very evening and accompanying the summary. If you have anything to say, you must say it now, because our lines are open, and once again, we welcome your views, your calls, your opinion, wherever you may be around the world, to give us the benefit of what you have in mind regarding this very effort we are making to restore the kingdom of God upon the face of the earth. This is Radio Biafra once again. Our number remains, if I can find it, our number remains +234 805 909 8137. I repeat, +234 805 909 8137. Our Skype is also open. Our Skype is also open. Let's go to the call and see who is there. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can I talk?
Yes, please. Your name and where you're calling from. I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Your name and where you're calling.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Then, Director, I'm calling from Manchester.
Yes,
I'm calling from Manchester. I'm calling from Manchester.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I'm calling from Manchester.
Go ahead. I said, what is your name?
Yeah, my name. Now there's this director. I can be.
What is your name? What is your name? What is your name?
Clear one. Yeah. There's this.
What is your name? I said, what is your name? No, maybe the line is not very clear. He sounds exasperated. Maybe the line is not as clear as it should be. This is Radio Biafra. If you're having difficulties on that very line, the +44 line, you should try the +234 line. If it can come through, it is +234 805 909 8137. I repeat, +234 805 or 080 59 098 137 080 59 09 8137. This is Radio Biafra. If you call us, we will take your call. And also, we are on. Let us see who else is there. Let's see if they can hear me. The caller, can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, please. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Sunday, coming from Angola.
From Angola. What is your full name? Not just Sunday. What is your full name? These people are not serious, are they? The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
Okay, my name is George. I'm calling from Canada.
George from Canada, can you please raise your voice for me?
Okay, I'm calling from Canada. Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening. George, do bear with me for a second. I need to switch the lines. Bear with me for a second, please. I need to switch the lines.
Okay.
Do bear with me, please. Do bear with me. I need to switch our lines. I don't know what happened. I got the lines all mixed up. It shouldn't be where they are. And let us see if we can get him. George, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's a lot better now. Please go ahead. Repeat your name, please.
Yeah. Hello?
Repeat your name and where you're calling us from for the benefit of the world. Please go ahead.
Okay, my name is George. I'm calling from Canada.
Thank you very much. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually last time I spoke to you and you gave me. My name is George. I'm calling from Canada.
George, turn your system down. Turn it down. I don't know why you're listening to your system. Turn your system down. Turn it down. Completely down.
Hello?
Have you turned your system off?
Hello?
Have you turned off your system, I said?
Yeah.
Then go ahead.
Is that okay, yeah?
It's okay. Go ahead, please. I'm listening. I'm here. Go ahead.
Okay, last time you gave me this guy named Mr. Clifford. I tried to request him from Skype, but he hasn't accepted me.
Turn your system down. Your system is still on. I said turn it down. I don't know what is wrong with our people. There's simple instruction. No wonder we lost the war. Simple instruction, turn your system down. People can do it. I don't know why it's becoming embarrassing. When you call Radio Biafra, you turn your system down that we can hear what you're saying. You want to talk to us over Skype or over the phone, and you want your voice to echo back at you. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. This is Radio Biafra. Let's go to the line and see who is there. The caller on the phone, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, Director.
Good evening. Your name and where you are, please.
Yes, my name is Chimampa Egelonowa.
A very powerful name. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Spain, Malaga.
From Malaga in Spain. Please go ahead.
Yes, and I came from Mbano, Mbano, precisely.
Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Okay, Director. I will begin with what my grandmother used to say when she was alive. When my grandmother was alive, when she saw anybody, any strong man, she used to call them Pokonadu. Director, you are Pokonadu.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Pokonadu. Pokonadu means anybody who says something and he does.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
The meaning of my name is Chimampa. Chimampa meaning that God knows all my problems. God knows all my needs. And right now, God knows that I need Biafra, and Biafra I will get. Hello?
We are listening live and clear. I want you to finish what you're saying before I respond. We are all listening to you. Please go ahead. And say
Okay. Thank you, my dad. And the meaning of my father's name is the name of my father's name is Egononuwa. Meaning that, director, you should not listen to any vagabond or any idiot.
I don't.
Egononuwa.
I don't listen to anybody. I do what I have to do. I take advice from
Thank you very much.
and I move on. This project is, I don't know how foolish people can be. It's unstoppable.
Thank you very much.
Unstoppable. Nobody can stop. I hope we can't stop us. Who are you? You can't do it.
Thank you very much.
Simple as that.
Thank you very much. Director, I must start by telling you that you are a wonderful man.
Thank you very much.
You are the only light. You are the only light in the heart of darkness.
Thank you.
Your life is full of good history. And reasonable Biafrans knows that it does not need a prophet to proclaim that you are the Messiah of Biafra. And no idiot, I repeat, no idiot, no vagabond, no hooligan will change that. Because it has been designed and ordained by Chukwuagiama. You know, truth is solid. That even a blind man can see the shape of truth.
Of course, you cannot play with it.
Yes. Our people must understand that the people like Nnamdi Kanu, our director, the Messiah of our time, do not come often, rather once in lifetime. Every time, every country, every race in this planet, in this world, that value honor and dignity must remain grateful to Chukwuagiama for giving them somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, because it's not easy to have somebody like you. But here we are today, gossiping like a bunch of crumbs, when we are supposed to value and utilize the brain that the Chukwuagiama has given to us on a platter of gold. When we are supposed to utilize the brain from Nnamdi Kanu, utilize it because God has given us on a platter of gold. Shame. Shame on all evil gossipers. Shame on all of them. You people are a disgrace to evil race.
I'm going to shock them. I am waiting for them to make one more move. I'm telling you the truth. I don't want to get personal. I wait for them to make one more silly move. I will mention the mother's name and where the mother comes from. And that day, Biafrans will stone these people to death. I should not be surprised.
As for those traitors and the informants, they must understand one thing. They must understand that there will be no mercy. There will be no mercy for any child. There will be no mercy for any child. Any child that has slept his mother. Any child that has slept his mother, there will be no mercy on him. There will be no mercy. There will be no mercy for any child that slept his mother. And his father must follow him to the gate of hell. His father must follow him to the gate of hell. That is he resides and there he belongs. Yes, because in Biafra land, anybody who does something like that have committed a sacrilege. Because we don't do a thing like that in Biafra land. And for those who are threatening our Messiah land, I laugh. I still laugh. Behold, all of you. Behold, the sword of Damascus. The sword of Damascus is hanging. The sword of Damascus is hanging for you. Very soon, I repeat, very soon you all will meet your Waterloo. You all will meet your Waterloo. Because Nnamdi Kanu was ordained and sent by Almighty Chukwu Adiama. By Almighty Chukwu Adiama himself. But I have my candid advice for you traitors. Go and look for something better to do and better your life. To better your life and leave our director alone, because the wrath of Chukwu Adiama will descend on you if you don't change. The wrath of Chukwu Adiama will come after you. And we will come after you. Let me tell you. Let me just give you one information. If you don't know, you think that he is working alone. There are hundreds of people who is ready to sacrifice their blood for the life of Nnamdi Kanu. Let me tell you.
Simple command. People want to go and kill this person. I have no wish or desire to shed blood. I don't want to. But as I have said to them, one simple call and they're all gone. All of you that are police informants, if you have come to do freedom fighting, you do freedom fighting, you can never be a police informant. And I will tell you, Owazrike kidnapped me with his people on the 19th of December 2009. It was Owazrike himself that called Nigerian police for me. I never went to police to report it. Do you know why I did not? Because I have honor and dignity. They are my enemies. In good time and in bad time, I can never go to the zoo police, not for anything. Not in this life, I can never do it. Even if you're killing me, I can never pick up the phone to call the zoo police. Impossible. Because I have honor. You run to Nigeria police, to call police for me. Police running around Enugu in white Hilux van and a saloon car, describing me to Nigerian police. The same people shooting us dead, the same people extorting money from us, the same people killing our children on the road if you don't give them 20 naira. The same people you run to. Chukwu Abiyama, you are great. This is Radio Biafra. My dear brother, thank you very much. We continue to do our work. Our work is relentless. Relentless. Please, if I pick your call on Skype, you remain where you are. Do not disengage. You remain where you are. Very, very critical. Do we have a caller on the line? Do we have a caller on the phone on +44208133996? Can you hear me? No, they are not paying attention. That is the thing about some of them. They don't pay attention. Now let's go to the phone line and see who is there.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me on the phone?
Yeah. Mr. President, I'm greeting you.
You're very kind. I'm not the president. I happen to be a humble servant of the wonderful God Biafra. I am not a president.
But I'm calling you my personal president because what you are doing, our president cannot do it.
Thank you very much. You're kind. Thank you.
So what I want to tell you is this. Are you hearing me?
The whole world is hearing you as well. Yes, I can. Then turn your system down. Turn your system down.
I want to make my own contribution.
Go ahead.
And I want to appreciate you for the good work you have been doing. And I believe that God Almighty will bless you more and more.
Thank you.
So I want to tell you, if it's possible for you to be going state to state to organize more Biafran voice in the like where I'm calling from Kogi State, I'm calling you.
Yes, go ahead.
So I heard that you have done the whole world looking for help, and our brothers in the outside to help you, support you in the problem. So what I want to tell you now, if it's possible for you to come to Kogi State and other states to organize this more, organize more Biafran people, I will be very happy. We go to many places.
To Kogi, but Kogi, okay, yeah, Kogi is not some part of Kogi is still Biafra land. So I can come to Kogi as far as not a water land. Because I took a vow I will never travel to Hausa Fulani land. But Kogi is fine and I will come there and thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dear brother. The caller on Skype, can you hear me? There is a Prince Williams on Skype, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Consitor. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Please go ahead. Your name, confirm your name for us and where you're calling us from.
Good evening. My name is Williams Achinihu.
Achinihu.
I'm from Imo State, Keduru local government.
Keduru. Are you based at Keduru? Yes. Where are you calling from right now?
I'm calling you right from the Netherlands.
From the Netherlands.
Yes, Rotterdam.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
All right, Mr. Moderator, I appreciate your effort. I must use this medium to congratulate you for all the struggle you've been struggling and trying to put the Biafran people together. I was just listening when you started. I was just listening to your announcements, and it's quite unfortunate. There are some parasites you've been dealing with. Like the gentleman you said went to the zoo police to make some reports.
It was Rita that went to the police. Rita called for me. Go ahead.
All right. It is very appalling to hear such disappointment from such a fellow. But anyway, that shouldn't wither you down. That shouldn't stop the struggle that you started all this while. But I've been listening to this radio Biafra quite some time now, and I observed some comments. Would you mind answering a few questions from me? I don't want you to get angry.
I will answer your question as long as the question is not stupid. I will answer them. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know if you find it stupid. I don't know if you find it intelligent, but I will ask you. First, it's just personally. Because most times when you are on air, I see that you kind of use abusive words on all these hypocrites. I know they are hypocrites, but the way you abuse them, I know we are fighting for a cause. We want to fight for a cause. You are fighting for a cause, and I'm very glad and I would love to be part of it. You see. There's something in life we should understand. You are fighting this cause for quite a long time now, and I believe if 100 people around you fighting this cause, don't get disappointed because among the 100, you can even get 50 from them who will be backbiting your ideas, who will be backbiting your efforts. It is bound to happen. That's why we are human. But based on these reasons, I understand your feelings. Oh, look at these people I'm putting my life on the line for. And still they are still going behind me, talking all sorts of things, lies or whatever. But that shouldn't ever hinder your movement. But I would very much willing to appeal to you if you can can suppress this and let's follow this course diplomatically. When it comes to force, as Nigeria as a whole, and as an Igbo man, I'm talking as an Igbo man here in the Netherlands, you can never bring any other tribe, say we want to have a combat fight, that tribe will run away from the Igbo man, that's for sure. So when it comes to force, we know our strengths. And when it comes to intelligence, we know our strengths. Although we have been a little bit aggressive by nature, but we shouldn't allow the outsiders. The reason why I'm saying this, I'll point back to your comments. You said that the outsiders, they are sponsoring Boko Haram. They are arming Boko Haram. Before they started arming Boko Haram, nobody heard about them. And even those people who are still doing it now, I don't want you to leak out your secrets to these enemies, so that they don't know when we are coming and when we are starting.
Now, Williams, I agree with you. Now, that is the problem we have. If you don't tell our people, some of them, they start, listen very, very carefully, please. This is the problem we have. They start gossiping and yapping. Oh, nothing is happening. Yesterday was a transmitter day, yesterday. Ask questions to transmitter. And I'm saying to them, you asking me to ask questions, did you not see the bill of lading? Did I not buy you flight ticket to go to Lagos? I don't want Tanabako to suffer. I sent her money to take flight to Lagos. Go and look at the container and tell me what is wrong with it. Can you remember what is wrong with our people? Okay, what is wrong? What is wrong with this? Can you hear what is wrong with them? People
my brother. But maybe when you know, my brother, I understand your pain and I understand your grievances. But we shall at the end get to where we want to get to. This fight which you are upholding now was not started by you, was not started by me. The people who started this fight, they've gone now. So it's time for us to now sit down, assimilate. Where did our forefathers, where did they go wrong? Why did they fight that fight and lose? So we should not make this mistake again. That's why I'm appealing to you and the board members who are closer to you, because right now, probably this first time you're hearing me, to keep some things within yourself.
But you're not listening, Williams. I said, if you keep it within yourself, if you don't say it, people will say you're not doing anything.
I understand.
Listen, you are dealing with a group of people called Igbo people. Very, very difficult people. By nature. Very difficult. Extremely very difficult. Let me tell you what happened. Do you know, before when we started, I'm now telling you this so you understand, and I know the whole world is listening. There is a group that my friend founded. Don't give me so Jacob. He's now let me also rest in perfect peace. It's called BLC. I sat down with him in his office and we came to a conclusion how we're going to fight Biafra. And I said to him that I will organize all the Biafran militia under one central command headed by BLC. In other words, I will go around and raise army of Biafra, and BLC will handle all our army issues. Do you know that my good friend passed away? I met those that took over from him, and I told them what I planned with their leader before he died, but that I intend to still carry on that very promise I made to him. Do you know what I did? I made a call. I sent one of my people. I hate the word my boss. I don't like his name. I sent one of my people to take BLC to our training camp somewhere in Biafra land. Do you know that they asked me for money from BLC? I did not give that money to them, and I had a valid reason for it. Do you know what they did? They came on Facebook and wrote the location of our training camp on Facebook. What are you talking about? People don't know. You know, people don't understand. That is why we now do everything in the secret. We can, if we don't tell you, you say we're not doing anything. If we tell you the enemies, any day you get upset. Any day you look for money to buy akara and it didn't come on time, you open your mouth to start blabbing. If you don't see anybody to talk to, you run to Nigerian police. Look at Ebere Chukwane Bogo. I want people to ask her one simple question. have I ever sent you to Lagos before and asked you to travel by road? Never. I always say to her, I want you to fly. I don't know what is wrong with our people. The more love you show them, the more hatred and wickedness they show towards you. I said to her, I don't want you to go by road. I want you to fly. How many times did you go for a transmitter? How many times?
Sorry to cut you short. I know the pains and the grievances, but you know the point. You just stress the point with our people, our Igbo people. Listen, Biafran people, because it's not only Igbo that makes up Biafra. Our Biafran people, just what you said is their problem, and I think the best way to go with them is making life difficult for them. Then they will respect you for what you do and for what you are doing. But if you make life easier, they will never have an atom of respect for what you are doing.
But I wasn't raised that way. My father, I never saw my father put down people. That is something that most black people do, which I can't do. Like to denigrate people, to put people down, to trample upon them, to walk on their heads. I don't believe in that. I believe that you earn respect. Respect just doesn't come like that. I say you earn it out of what you have done. I know we call Dede and Dada and all the rest of it. We defer to our elders, I know that. But I wouldn't want to use my position when people see me, they can't come to me, they start trembling. When I want to eat, I climb upstairs and no, I don't want to do that type of nonsense now. It's not me, and I can never do it. It's not me. I'm sorry to say. I said to people, I notice this thing is not just you saying it. Black people do it all the time. Anytime you bring yourself down and you're playing with them, if you give them an inch, they take a mile. They start insulting you. They think you're in the same.
Exactly.
That is the thing. But I don't know how to treat people like animals, and I will never do it. I will never do it. Never.
Yes, it is true, my brother. It's true what you said. I understand. But with the position which you are holding, you cannot just be very soft. There's some decisions which you have to take. And as a leader, leading people, you have to take those decisions, even if it's not your culture. It doesn't mean you have to kill anybody. It doesn't mean you have to make that person feel he's not a human being. I mean, just like Lady you said, if other people are traveling with bus, go with bus. If people can travel with bus and survive, you go with bus. Because now, when you started giving them flight money, the day you will not give them flight money again, you are now the bad human being.
Exactly, and that's exactly what's happened. That's every blessed day. That is the problem. And it wasn't my fault. It is not. People must understand this. The women said they were leaving. I didn't drive them away. They gave me an ultimatum and I told them I can't do it. They said they are leaving. I never chased anybody away. That is why my hands are clean, my conscience very clear, and Chukwu Abiyama will bless me. I have done nothing wrong. They said they were leaving.
Even what you have done up till now, I think the blessing is showered upon you, even on your offspring. But my brother, I will not take your time because I know there's a million Biafrans around the world who wants to take this advantage to talk to you.
More than a million.
I will make it very short to tell you thank you very much for giving me the audience. And please, one more request. Like I told you, I'm in Holland, Rotterdam, as a matter of fact. But I'll be trying to link up our fellow Biafrans in Amsterdam because I saw on the web that they have organization there. But if it's existing, I don't know. We are not divided here just because of the white man system, and they keep on running away from their brothers. If you have any number of any member in Holland here, I would like to get in touch with him, please.
We do. Could I please ask you to do me a favor, please?
All right.
If you go to Amandianese. Please, I want you to text me via Skype. We are talking on Skype. Text me your telephone number via Skype, and I'll pass it on to our coordinator to call you.
I will do that. Definitely.
Do that immediately. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much. We have a caller on the phone. Can you hear me?
Yes, Director. Good evening.
Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from, if you may.
Director, this is Chikemosiobuana, popularly known as Zozoka, coming from East London.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Brother. Please go ahead.
Director, please. Please, don't be offended. Let me ask you this question. Did you really come out drama? Did you really catch your hand in London? We feel many special law that able to grab the ball. How come you go to selling gossip? Many things because sometimes you know, you have to what it looks in a broadcast. Yeah, my sister. Something someone should really tell you know, because why now? So, what come on, you with your work, and this woman is something that really special thing. You will never know. You will no, it's really but you like your mom, there's no way we shouldn't have and looking at single what she gonna do. The cheapest thing on earth is evil. The cheapest thing on earth is evil. Let me see an answer. Everywhere. I keep on asking myself, why is this director so? Because I should try. I don't want anybody to be taken off. If you want to be or whatever, the director such your conscience. That woman is still that very woman is supposed to be your sister. Arranging with the police, they are everything. We know that what we could die. If you are working on our window, that's all we know. That's all we do. That if you are working on, you know how you will know. You have you want to what can I do? Or what around? It's what you will be doing. I was like this, director.
I can understand how upset people are. I can understand. What can I say? Chukwu Abiyama is God. Chukwu Abiyama is God. I am going over to the line. I have somebody waiting on +4420813399976. Can you hear me?
Is that me you're talking to, Director?
Yes, please, I'm talking to you. Good evening, my dear sister. Please confirm your name for the listening public, where you are. Please.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, go ahead. I'm talking to you. Yes, I'm talking to you.
Okay, but I'll just go ahead and make my own point.
Yes, please.
I heard the guy, by the way, good evening, Director, and may God continue to bless you all the time and all that you see. Because now, Netherlands, from Rotterdam. And, you see, I'm very concerned. You know, Director, please don't be offended, but I should learn. No. Some kindness could be counted as a sin unto you. Do you know that? It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible.
Are you sure it's in the Bible that kindness, some kind of kindness can be counted as a sin?
Yes. The way it is in the Bible, but sometimes, I don't know, there are some why? These people, they deserve nothing. They deserve nothing good. I'm not asking you to shed any good. Please, let there be a big bound. You give it to them on a platter. Buying flight tickets for someone to go to Lagos, doing this and that and that and that. It's not in their character to enjoy good things. So you're doing it for them, you're just throwing it to the zoo, you're throwing it into the forest. They will not appreciate it. It's not their character. Hard life is their character. That is what they understand. The only language they understand is hard life. You shouldn't have made it easy for them. You shouldn't have. Please, you need to learn, Director. I'm sorry I'm saying this to you. You need to harden up. Including myself, please, you need to harden up. Don't give it to anybody anymore, including myself. It's a freedom fight. I'm sorry. Please. So I'm not going to waste time. Thank you very much for giving.
Thank you very much, perhaps yourself and our dear brother, including also I should be doing my job. I'm telling you, we know our people are very, very, very hard. I have heard what you have all said, and things have indeed changed. They have changed. They have changed irreversibly, irrevocably. They have changed. I can assure you of that. And thank you for that. And our dear brother that called from the Netherlands, I am going to give you a telephone number or 2 telephone numbers because we are in the Netherlands. And I thank our dear sister from the Netherlands for sending this very information to me. Neka Igwenago, thank you very much for sending this information to me. Our sisters in the Netherlands are very formidable, especially in Amsterdam as well. And I got some set of women are misbehaving because we throw all the women. No, it's not possible. We can't do that. The telephone number for you to call to contact our coordinators in Amsterdam is this: 068-576-4986. I repeat, 068-576-4986. That is our number in the Netherlands, or 068-639-4281. Any of you in the Netherlands wishing to be part of this family, you call any of the above numbers. Wherever you are, we are welcoming you. This is Radio Biafra. If you are joining us for the very first time, we have cults following all over the world. Even a radio station named ZJB Monserrat, I think it's called. Even there, they are listening to us all over the world. If we had one budget of BBC, we will not fire one shot and Biafra will come. We saturate humanity with the truth, and Biafra will be here. I have a caller on the phone. Please, this caller, give me your name and where you're calling us from, because we are Radio Biafra. Can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? I have a caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? This is incredible. The caller on the phone, can you hear me? The caller on the phone, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me, they can't. The one on Skype, can you hear me? The caller on Skype, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, my dear brother. Confirm your name for me and where you're calling us from.
This is Joseph Okoro, Deputy National Coordinator for the Netherlands.
Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please go ahead.
I'm just calling. Thank you very much. I'm so grateful to hear from you once again this evening. I'm just calling regarding the brother that called from Rotterdam, and I'm so happy our sister passed the number to him, and he can make against to give contact us this weekend because we're having a meeting this weekend in Amsterdam. If he's interested, our meeting is by 4 o'clock.